Welcome back everyone. Today you join me in a new set of videos. If you've been watching for the last couple of days, you'll know I've been always wearing the same shirt in the videos, and there's a good reason for that. Because I've been so busy with the shop and all the stuff that I'm about to talk about in this video, I decided it was a good idea to film each and every video on one day. So back to back I was filming these videos and uploading them on their separate days. Now this may seem like a minor inconvenience, but actually it saves me a lot of time over the course of the week, and that's what I'm going to be doing hopefully this week as well, because now I've allocated an hour or two to filming all these videos. That means that no matter what, I'm not going to miss a day of filming, no matter if I'm tired or anything like that, because they will all have been filmed. All I have to do is edit them, which is not that hard because they don't take that much editing, and I can upload them, so hopefully more consistency with the videos on the channel. Today I want to talk about what I've been doing in the past week though, because the reason why I've not been uploading, like I say, is because of how busy I've been. It's been a big week for the shop and it's been a big week for the business as a whole, because I've started on a new path and I want to explain everything that's been going on, starting from where it all begun in the past week. So as you guys all know by now, I've been selling quite a few watches day by day. It's coming to a point now, well it has been for the past few weeks actually, that I've not missed a day, and hopefully this continues, of not selling an item. Every single day has sold at least one item. As a matter of fact, in the past 3 weeks, I believe it is, at least every single day has sold 3 items. So 3 items a day is the minimum, and the highest that I've seen is like 15 items a day. So anywhere between that range, which means I'm always going to be working on the shop every day now because of how many sales I'm getting, and that's really good. But it's also brought with it new challenges. First of all, I can't really take much time off now because obviously things are growing. The shop is getting bigger, and I'm now at a point where I look at my revenue figures for the past 30 days, not the past 90 days. For the past 30 days alone, my revenue figures have been about £8,000. So £8,000 a month passes through my shop, which really is a significant milestone and something kind of unbelievable. Now, if this carries on at this rate, it probably will be £10,000 a month passing through the shop in a matter of weeks. I'm trying to get to that point of £16,000 a month, because that will mean that I'll be making a profit figure of about £4,000 a month, which is no small feat for a 20-year-old sat in a bedroom. But obviously, as you'd expect, it's brought with it some new headaches. For instance, I'm always restocking now. I'm deciding what items to add on a more serious level, trying to actually manage the stock, find the best suppliers, responding to customer feedback, good and bad, stress that comes with bad feedback and all that kind of stuff. But we have had 45 or 46 positive feedback in the past month. So clearly we're doing something right, and that's especially when we've had no negative feedback, but one neutral and a few disappointed customers, but we managed to sort them out in the best way I could have thought to do so they ended up being all right in the end. But yeah, managing stock is becoming very difficult. But you could argue I've made things a bit worse for myself in the past week, because I've decided now, of all times where things are this stressful, now is a time to level up this business. Now I'm operating on eBay at a decent level, to the point where I'm making sales every single day. That's great, and I want to see that continue. But the thing is, eBay is a platform, and that comes with its own advantages and disadvantages. One of which is that you have to operate within eBay's realms of what they allow and what they want you to do, and obviously on top of that there is the fee. So I've decided it's a good idea to move the shop as well, not necessarily move, but add an extra sales channel of Shopify. So now I'm building a Shopify website for this brand. I don't know if it will work, it might do, it might not. Either way, for the first 3 months, the subscription fee is only £1, and it was like £11 for the website domain. So all in, I'll be like £15 less because I built the website myself. So hopefully it will work. I'm trying to make organic content to promote the watches more, but on top of that I'm also promoting it to the eBay shop, because at the moment I can't really think of a way to ship from my house in England internationally without incurring big costs. In fact, the only way I can think to do that is through eBay. So on my pages that I've set up for the watch shop, I've decided I'm going to say for international orders, order through eBay, but if you're domestic, please order through the website if you wish to. But hopefully that will help to give me some more reach and expand this brand further. I'm also thinking about expanding it to Facebook Marketplace, because obviously I have a lot of watches, and the thing is, with this much quantity, I'm now at a point where I can comfortably say I've got the printer, I've got the shipping figured out, I've got the packaging, I've got the items themselves and a vast quantity of them. I can probably offer things on Facebook Marketplace, for good prices and competitive prices, but obviously on Facebook Marketplace, like eBay, People offer great items, but the big problem with a lot of them is people just drop ship. And there's nothing up with that, but what it means is that the delivery times are often upwards of 10 days. Now, some of my items I have slower delivery times on, admittedly, because of supply chain issues and trying to get them in, but for the most part, I try and aim for the items I have in stock to be delivered in less than 5 days, less than 3 days even sometimes, if I'm able to process the order in the morning and send it out same day. So that's an advantage that a lot of people on all of these platforms don't have, and I'm going to be bringing that over to my website as well when it comes to selling watches over there. So currently I'm setting up 2 extra channels to sell watches on. The most stressful one, I have to admit though, is the website, because unlike eBay or Facebook Marketplace or Amazon, you don't have anything to work with. Like when you come onto eBay or Facebook or Amazon, you have a whole platform that's already there for you. You don't have to program the website, you don't have to build it or anything like that. Whereas having your own website is a lot more difficult. You have to do all that kind of stuff. Now, admittedly, in this day and age, you don't really have to code anything properly, but even so, formatting a website in a way that looks good, a good theme, good descriptions, all that kind of stuff. And you also need to have that level of validity and trust, because unlike eBay or Amazon, for instance, like when you say those names, people know that's a good brand, that's a good brand. When you have your own shop, it's a little bit different. And even though there's rules and obviously things that people can do, like PayPal, which protects people, or even Visa or banks, a lot of people still don't want to shop with certain brands if they see them as less trustworthy. So it's like, how are we going to win people around? And again, hopefully the organic content is going to be helping with that, both on the eBay shop and the other sales channels now as well. So I'd like to say I'm about halfway through setting up the actual website for the shop. Right now I've built it all. I think I'm asking for some peer feedback on multiple different avenues. So if there's any improvement that my friends, family and potential customers think I can make, I'm going to make them. But from there, all I need to do is import all of the items, which is going to be a hassle by itself, because you have to remember, in this shop I have over 260 items now. That's going to take probably a few days, if not weeks, to add all of the items up. So I'm not really looking forward to that one, but it is something that I've decided to do, because again, if I can expand this business to as many sales channels as possible, imagine if they were all doing as well as eBay. If I could get this shop on Amazon, on Facebook Marketplace and on my own site, maybe one more, I could be at a point where I'm making £10,000 a month on each one of those platforms. So that could be up to 30 to 40 or even £50,000 revenue a month, which really would be life-changing money and make this a really serious business. But that's the thing now. I'm not saying I'm getting burnt out, but I've definitely made this challenging for myself, especially at this early stage. Because what you have to remember is I'm still focusing on eBay just as hard. I'm still trying to list up 5 to 7 items a day right now. The reason why it's lower than the 14 that I aim for is because eBay's limit for me now is only at 50,000, which does sound like a lot, but you have to remember that right now I already have like 36, 37, maybe even £38,000 worth of stock listed. So I have like £11,000 worth of stock to list up until I think it is maybe the 16th or something of next month. So it's going to go slow really, because I have so little room to work with, especially with £10,000 worth of revenue coming in a month. There's not much room to add items in there as time goes on. So I'm still trying to focus on it, but I'm looking for those limits to get increased again, and I'm going to see if we can work with that. But what I'm trying to say is, I wanted to give you guys an update as to what's going on, a little insight as to what I'm doing to help expand this business. I'm still trying to get those eBay limits increased month by month so I can have at least 1,000 items listed on my shop. On top of that, I am trying to keep on top of the books, obviously for the accounting and finances, alongside keeping track of stock. Because remember, like I keep saying, when I have like 1, 2 or 3 items in stock, every time one sells, I have to order a new one in. So every single time that an order goes out, I'm on the websites, buying them in, getting into a supplier, contacting them and seeing what we can sort out. So I'm not saying it's stressful as such. I'm going to talk in a future video, hopefully that I'm going to film tonight, about how I've managed to decrease the stress significantly. But that's what I've been doing in the past week. It's really a big time for expansion in my business, and that's what I want to see happen. Now, admittedly, I might just be wasting my time with the whole website, especially. I think other marketplaces like potentially Amazon and Facebook, that is something that can work, but I just don't know about the website. For the simple fact that you would have to convince people to want to shop with your brand that they may have never heard of. But the way that I want to do this, like I've said, and the strategy that I have is to market this through places like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Anyway, that's the update for this video, one of just a few that I'm filming tonight, hopefully enough for the whole week. I'll see you in our next one, which you'll be able to watch tomorrow, so thank you so much.